Welcome back to the Cart Barn Podcast. Chris Lemley and Gregg Dewalt. Gregg, before we get into this week's podcast, been playing any golf? Anything going on in the golf world in your
Not a ton. Got a trip coming up. Week of the Regents Tradition weekend trip up to French Lick. Going to play 5 rounds in 4 days.
Okay.
So looking forward to that. Stopping at a couple places in Kentucky and then French Lick. So looking forward to that.
Well, good. Well, looking forward to our week at the Regents Tradition. We're going to be a recording from there, and hopefully we'll have some good guests for everybody. Getting into this week, we've got local guy, UNA golfer, Xing Luo. He's from China by way of Texas, and he's a junior there, and he just qualified as an individual for the NCAA regionals.
Yeah, Xing, first UNA golfer since they've gone to the Division I status in the NCAA to qualify for the NCAA tournament. So decided we'd catch up with him. Being a couple of old UNA golfers, it was nice to see somebody from that program doing well and talk a little bit about his way into golf and how he got to Florence, Alabama, and how his career's kind of taken off. He's progressed steadily for all 3 years he's been at UNA. So looking forward to that chat and hope y'all enjoy it.
Welcome back to the Cart Barn Podcast. Today we're joined by UNA golfer Xing. Xing, welcome to the Cart Barn Podcast. Glad to have you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Great. You're all smiles these days after getting that invite to the NCAA Regional May 12th, huh?
Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
Tell us a little bit about your journey. How did you get to UNA and how did you get started in golf?
Oh, all right. I'm gonna start with how I started playing golf. So it was around second grade in elementary school. My dad, he was a lawyer back then. He took me out to the golf course, like a range was one of his client, and we just start hitting balls on the range. I really like playing golf. He got me a membership, and that's pretty much how I started. I started in Shanghai, China. Moved here when I was sixth grade. Started playing more competitive golf, and after that, it's about my senior year of high school. The previous coach, before Coach Phillips, the Coach Calcaterra, which he's now the head coach at UNT, he recruited me to UNA, and that's how I got to UNA.
What's the golf scene like in Shanghai?
Golf in Shanghai is very expensive, I would say, and there's not a lot of golf courses there because it's pretty small and population density is really high. So there's only like 3 good golf courses in Shanghai, and it costs a lot to play out there. So we moved here. Obviously, it's really good. Like, you can play here very cheap. You can pretty much play anytime you want, and it's really easy to get to the golf course. So overall, in here, the golf scene's a lot better than Shanghai.
And
So
y'all moved to Texas, right? Katy, Texas? Is that?
Yes, Katy, Texas. It's, for those of y'all who don't know, it's like about 30 minutes from downtown Houston, just on the west side.
Is that still considered home?
Yes, that's still considered home.
Nice.
What courses did you play out there?
My first ever membership in Houston, in Katy, is Willow Fork Golf Club. Country Club. I stayed there for about 2 years, and eventually I moved to Cinco Ranch Golf Club for about 4 or 5 years, and after that I moved down to Black Horse Golf Club for a year and a half, and then ultimately moved to UNA.
What was the appeal of coming to UNA over? I'm sure you had several other offers.
All right, this is a long story.
We got
Actually,
time. We got time.
Yeah.
actually, out of high school, UNA is like the one of the only 2 offers I got, pretty much.
Wow.
My ranking on AJGA, the highest I ever got is a 30 on AJGA ranking. And I think for junior golf scoreboard, I got up to top 100, around 60s to 65. But I think I didn't do a really good job on reaching out. So yeah, I only got two offers, and UNA was like my very. I committed really late. I think it was July 27th or July 28th. That's
Mhm.
the day of me get committed. Because if I don't commit by July 31st, I will not be eligible to play college golf. So I committed here, and yeah, there's not a lot of offers to be honest. Back then in high school.
Is that? I mean, has your game just blossomed since you got here? Or were people just overlooking you?
So obviously, there's a lot of people ask me, "What did you do from freshman year to now to get so much better?" I would say put in the hard work. One of the thing I want to mention is the weight room. My sophomore year of college, I spent the entire winter break in the gym with Steve, our main strength coach. And then over my junior year, which is this past winter break, I spent the entire winter session with Jacob, our now is the new basketball and golf strength coach. And by training with them, I got a lot bigger and stronger. So it's a lot easier for me to hit some shots. And I hit a little further off the tee. And I'm more consistent because I got more strength. So that's a big part of it. Another part of it just really understand how to play golf. Like, you need to hit certain shots in the right time. And over the past 2 years, I think Coach Phillips helped me a lot with that. We used the thing called decade,
Yeah. Mhm.
which is something that, helps a lot of us to avoid mistakes, keep the ball in the right spot, and, to improve the scoring average.
So, Zing, I'm curious to know a little bit more about what you've been working on in the weight room. What kind of strength and conditioning are you doing? And also, second part of that question is, you said you're hitting it further, so I'm assuming that you've picked up some speed. Can you tell me what kind of clubhead speed or ball speed differences were you when you started to where you are now?
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna start with the speed actually. So when I was a freshman, I don't get on TrackMan that much, but I think I was hitting about 240, 250 carry off the tee, which is very short compared to other freshmen nowadays. Um, I was swinging it probably around 106 to 108 on a good day.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one time that we play a qualifier in the winter time. Like it was really cold and it has a little into the wind on one of the par four. I couldn't get the ball to the fairway. Like I can't because I was hitting it so short. And so I hit up the gym my sophomore and junior year's winter break. We do a lot of explosive workouts like cleans, snatch. That's just for build explosiveness, and also along with other stuff. And we also do some pure strength training like bench press, squat. Those are just to build up the strength. So it's like the steps up. So we get the strength first, and then we build the explosiveness. And after we got the explosiveness, we go to strength again, and we go explosiveness. It's just like that cycle.
What did you start out benching, and what are you at now?
I think when I first got here, I was so the bar is 45. You put a 10-pound weight on each side. It's about 65. When I first got here, I was benching with 65 on the barbell, and now I hit 160 pounds. So it's like about 100-pound difference on benching, I would say. For squat, when I first got here, was 135 plus as 185. And now, I mean, I've never tried to hit a lot of weight on squat because it's too heavy, but I've done 265 for 4, and it seems pretty easy. So I would assume I can do 285.
What's your body weight, Zing?
I 170 pounds.
So you're bench pressing roughly your body weight.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a freshman, I was only 153 pounds when I got
Yeah.
here. Yeah. So I would say gym is probably one of the biggest thing I've put in a lot of work in, and it shows. Like the work paid off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, when you there's several other kids on the golf team from Texas. Did you cross paths with them in junior golf at all?
No, like I was actually surprised. So when I first got here, there were five golfers from Houston area. I mean, yeah, there are five golfers from Houston area on my freshman year's team, and we got six guys from Texas. And now got my roommate Andrew. He's from Houston, and Corey Abbott. He's also from Houston. But when I was in playing junior golf, I never played with them at all.
That's
Yeah.
weird, isn't it? That you never cross paths with them in tournaments?
Well, because we play on different tournaments. When I was in junior golf, I mainly played on HAGA, and I think Corey and Andrew, they've only played one HAGA in their whole junior golf career, so that's probably why. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's it been like? Each year you've improved your stroke average. I think 74 as a freshman, 72 something last year, and then this year around 70 point something. How have you been able to gain, get four strokes better in your college career?
Yeah. So obviously, when I was a freshman, I hit short, and so I think my freshman year's average 74.8. I only played the first semester. I didn't play second semester. I worked really hard with that summer, just on full swing, try to get a little faster, a little stronger. Sophomore year had a pretty good season. I think my first semester was really good. Second semester, we played on some tougher golf course. Golf course a little longer. I think I overall I had 72.4.5 scoring average, just because I swing a little faster. And this year, I would say I also start working on putting a little bit. Really working on the speed, working on putts from 5 feet to 10 feet. Made a lot of them in tournaments, and that's how I got like another two shots off scoring average from compared to last year. And yeah, I think that's about it. So year one to year two, I focus on speed and distance. Year two, year three, also focus on speed, but at the same time, I focus more on putting. So yeah.
Yeah. A few weeks ago, I was playing out at RTJ, and I saw you on the putting green. You were really grinding out there.
Oh yeah. I always start my practice session with putting. I have this putting mat. I usually spend about the first 10, 15 minutes on that mat with tees on it, just to see if my head is like on the arc and my face is square. And after I got that done, I'll start put around the 5 feet circle drill. And after that, I'll slowly move to like 10 feet, 15 feet. After all of that, I'll give myself a decade speed drill, which it's a little hard to explain, but it's mainly just uh you trying to put from anywhere between 10 feet to 30 feet, 1 foot at a time, and try to finish it 2 or 3 feet past the hole.
I've
So,
I've seen y'all out there with that doing that drill.
Mm-hmm.
It looks interesting.
yeah, I mean, it paid off in tournaments, you know. I started making a lot more long putts this semester, especially at the California tournament. I was 8 under through the par fours in the first two rounds. That was really good.
That
Yeah,
is really good.
That
What
is
would you
really good.
What would you say is the strength of your game?
My strengths, consistency of my iron, accuracy of my 3 wood, and putting. Those three.
not many people would say three wood is one of the strengths of their game. That seems to be a club that's going away from a lot of people's bags.
See, for me, I actually really like my 3 wood. A lot of people will like, oh, 3 wood is a little hard to hit, but for me, it's like, if I can have a good number around 250 and I have a good line on the fairway, I'll just hit it. It's not gonna go too far away from where I want the ball to go. Usually it's only like a few yards off line. maybe get a bad kick sometimes, but most of the time it's going straight, and it'll usually finish up in a good spot where I want it to. And for irons, just have really good distance control. If you have a good distance control and you're not hitting that far offline, you're always put it close. And for putting, man, my putting is great recently. I made a lot of putts when I practice or playing some competitive rounds with my teammate and coaches.
Take us through your bag and how far are you hitting your driver, your 3-wood, your iron, your stock yardages.
All right, so let's see. I'm gonna start with driver. I'm gonna go from long to short. So my driver is a QI10, tailor-made with Ventus Black 6X shaft. I swing that about 112, hit that about 275-ish carry. I can't really know about the rollout. I'm just gonna go with carry numbers. For 3-wood, it's a Ventus Blue Sim 3-wood, and I hit that about 245 to 250 carry. My 5-wood is also a TaylorMade, but it's a Sim 2 Max, and it's about 235 carry. I can hit it between 230 to 240, depending on what shot I'm hitting. Then I got Strixon ZX7 iron sets from 40 pitching wedge. The 4-iron goes about 215 carry, 215, 220. 5-iron's about 205. 6-iron's about 190, 193. 7-iron's about 177 to 180. 8-iron's about 162 to 165. 9-iron's about 155, and pitching wedge is about 137 to 140. Next, I got my wedge sets. It's Mizuno's. I got 50 degree, 56, and 60. 50 degree goes about 125 carry. 56 goes about 113 to 115, and 60 degree goes about 95 to 97.
And what putter have you got in the bag?
I got the Scotty Cameron Newport 2 from the 2018.
So you've had it for a while, huh?
I had it for a long time, but I didn't use it a lot when I was a junior. I was using this spider putter. Actually sticking with this putter starting last summer when I got the putting mat. Ever since I got the little putting arc, I've been sticking with that.
What ball you playing?
Oh, Tyler's Pro V1, always.
Oh, that's because this school gives you some pretty good balls, right?
Yes, our coach likes to buy us Titleist balls. Most of the guys play Pro V1s. We got one guy that played the left dashes. I don't think anyone's playing the Pro V1X. Yeah, but I like Pro V1. It goes far.
When compared to the other guys on the team, how does your distance off the tee compare? Because I know there's a couple of them that bomb it out there.
So we got one guy that can swing about 130. He always hits it over 300 yards. Then we got 3 guys that's in the 175 to 180 ball speed zone. They hit it pretty far. Like they usually outdrive by 20 to 40 yards. And then we got 2 other guys that can hit the ball about in the low 170s. Me and my teammate, we're in the high 160 zone. Well, I'm talking about the ball speed. So playing with them, par fours, I'm not too worried because I can always get there. But once it comes to par five, that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
I can't guarantee to get to the green, but if they hit a good tee shot, they are hitting the green.
Obviously, your iron play and short game play must be pretty good because you're going to nationals and they're not.
Well, I'm going to regionals. I
Uh,
have to play good in the regionals to make.
yeah, it's all the national. It's a postseason. It's NCAA postseason.
Oh yeah, we'll say that. It sounds cooler.
What what's it like? I mean, you're the first guy since UNA went Division I to qualify for the regionals NCAA postseason. What's that feeling like being kind of a trendsetter?
So there's the selection watch party on like a few days ago on it. I think you can find out on Instagram. I was sitting up there. I thought they're gonna announce the individual first, or at least like with the team. But apparently they announced all the teams first. They wait till the last minute to announce the individuals. My coach told me that I will be going to Auburn Regional like before the show was even started, just because he said usually NCAA sends you to the closest qualifying site, which is for me it's Auburn. So, but I never played that course. I was actually excited to go to Tallahassee because I played that course last year, and I feel like I didn't play that good last year. So I feel like maybe this year, if I got a chance, I can get a revenge on last year. I think I shot 12 over for 3 rounds. So it'll definitely be nice. It'd be cool to go out there again, try to beat the score I had last year, which was 12 over. I think it'll be pretty easy to do.
Was that in the Florida State tournament?
Yeah, their home tournament last year. It's on Seminole Legacy Golf Club.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, the Florida State coach played with me at UNA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know he played at UNA for 3 years. I met him this year after a tournament. Oh, I didn't know. You guys are teammates.
Yeah.
God, it's been a long time, right?
It has been. Thanks for pointing that
Yeah.
out.
Oh, second part of the question, the trendsetter. So, I mean, I feel like this year the UNA's athletic culture was really good. Every team supports each other. Like, for example, like when I was a freshman here, I feel like every team just stick with themselves. Like, I'm not trying to like isolate anything, but basketball guys will just be with your basketball. Football be with football. Golf will only stick with golf. But this year, we start supporting each other. Like we'll go to beach volleyball games, we'll go to tennis games, football and basketball games, and at the same time, like this year, we got tennis people come out here and support us. We got basketball coaches that call in, text, ask how we doing, and we got other student athletes just send me messages to be like, "Hey, good luck, play well," stuff like that. So, I mean, I feel like when the culture gets good, like everyone starts supporting each other, good stuff will happen.
That's
Because
right.
not just me make it to the postseason. I think our cross country team. Uh, sure, I don't know his name, but he won the conference, and I think he made it to postseason. And our tennis team won the regular season champion. I'm sorry, regular season and ASUN champion. So they're going to postseason. And our basketball, they made it. They got the first ever regular season champion as well. And yeah, so I feel like everyone is doing the right thing. The whole athletic program, not just me. We're all trending the right way.
What do you think changed from the freshman year to now about that culture where everybody's kind of out there supporting everybody else?
So, well, obviously, when I got here as a freshman, UNA just finished transition from Division 2 to Division 1, right? So it's a lot harder to compete. Just got to Division 1. So I think every coaches worked pretty hard on recruiting, and then we got to realize that we're competing against better people, so we got to put in the work. And obviously, I can see that from the basketball team because I know a lot of the guys on the basketball team, and I know the coaches. They put in a lot of work. And for golf team, for us, um, last year I think we finished 6th or 7th, somewhere around that in the conference. I think nobody on our team shot under par. But this year, like over this entire year, I shot 7 under. Sebastian shot 6 under. Andrew shot 5 under, and we got 3 guys in the under par, and we finished fourth. And I'm excited for next year. We'll have one guy that graduates in the starting five, and everyone else will be returning. And we'll have a freshman that he can't play this year, but he will be able to play next year. He will be. I think he will be starting. I'm excited for next year. Like it's looking bright.
Good. When you got to UNA, was there like a wow moment that kind of was an eye opening experience for you in regards to golf? Like I've got to get longer or whatnot at any tournaments or anything that?
Like a wow moment, like
Yeah,
anything
like
about your day?
on the golf course specifically, like maybe you're in qualifying and one of your teammates hits it 50 yards past you or something like that, where you realize, man, I've got to really up my game.
Yeah. All right. So when I first got here, I was a freshman, and the coach was Coach Calcaterra, and he got in all the guys from D2 with him. They won the D2 national championship a year before they got here. So I know that, and I just wanted to see like what they look like, because at first I didn't know how good they are until I played with the Jacob brothers, and I was like, oh my God, they're good, because they all hits about 290, 300 off the tee, and they can hit the irons pretty good, and they can putt pretty good. And I was like, oh my God, they're really good. Because before I got here, I think I'll probably have the starting spot, but then I realized they're really good. I have to put in a lot of. That's like the first wow moment. Is like I think there's a lot of good golfers, a lot more than I think. Because when I was in junior golf, I only know junior golfers, and I'll be like, okay, that's probably how good golfers can be, all the junior golfers, because I never played with college golfers or pro golfers until I met the new guys. I was like, oh my God, they're good.
Hmm.
That's like the first wow moment, specifically on the golf course. And I also have a few other wow moments, but those are not about golf. Those are about school.
Okay, well, tell us about those in school.
So on my first visit, Coach Calcaterra took me over to the basketball suite. I never had a chance to ever, look at what the basketball suite looks like. I walked in there. It was wow. They got a kitchen, they got a suite, they got a movie room. Everything's brand new. They got 3 zero gravity chairs. They got a weight room of their own. They also share it's like just a very professional looking weight room. And when I first met Coach Pujo, he was the basketball coach now. Man, the energy that guy has is crazy. I was like, wow. So it's just a lot of new things for me at that time. Like I never met those people before. I've never seen anything like this. So when I first got here, those are like definitely the wow moments for me.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to adjust to living away from home and being kind of on your own for a change?
I'd probably say quite a bit, because I didn't drive a car my freshman year. I actually asked rides from other people. I got my car in my sophomore year, so I think that's really when I figure out how to uh live away from my parents and live on my own, I guess.
Hmm.
I would say a good year.
Hmm. What are you studying, and what are the plans?
So my major is data analytics. It's just pretty much a combination of math and computer science, I would say. And the plan right now is still playing golf. You know, I'm trying my best to get out of it, get out there, get the tour card, or get some status on the professional tour, whether it's PJ Tour America or Corn Ferry. Just try my best to get that. Uh, that'll be the plan A. The alternative plan will be do something that's golf related, or try to pursue a job within the data analytics field. That's like my plan right now. Hopefully, I don't have to use plan B. I can stay with plan A, but
Yeah.
nowadays there are a lot of college golfers that are just good. There's some absolute athletes out there. There's a lot of studs. You really have to put in more work to outwork them to
Yeah.
earn that start.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, Tell us about getting your first college win. What was that experience like at the GMAC? And I mean, that's quite an achievement. You probably hadn't won a tournament in since your junior days, right?
Yes. So when I first got to that tournament, I didn't think about winning. All I'm thinking about is trying to beat my score from last year. my sophomore year. I shot 1 under for 3 rounds in my sophomore year. This year I just like, let's try to get to like 7 or 8. Let's beat that. Day one, I didn't really start well. I was 1 over through 3. I had a 3 putt on hole 3, but then immediately make a 40-footer on hole 4 to make a birdie. And then I think I made on hole 9, made a 40-footer. On hole 10, I made a 30-footer. On hole 11, I chipped in for eagle. So I went 4 under within a 3-hole stretch. And then after that, I parred out. So I finished the day, it was 4 under. I was like, okay, pretty good. Good start. And then day 2, got hot. Made 7 birdies and a bogey. Shot 6 under. Then I was like, oh man, I might have a chance to win. Then on day 3, I start off birdie, birdie, birdie. I was like, oh sweet, let's go. But then I made a double on hole 11. And there's a guy I play with from Lipscomb. He birdied that hole. So he beat me by 3 on that hole, and he was actually a shot ahead of me. There's a lot of pressure on me, but I'm glad that I played the right golf. And I also made a few good birdies. With that being said, I think I went 4 under on the last 6 holes to beat other players. And another thing add to this story, uh, we were tied with ULM. Like we both finished first place, but I think ULM was at 30 under, and we're at 29 under. I'm the last player to play, so I have to. I mean, I'll win no matter what by myself if I par birdie, but to birdie the last hole and bring the team to tee first was something really special for me. Like, because I can see all my teammates are on the green, they're waiting for me to hit a good shot to make the birdie. They're like, I just feel like an individual win is not as happy as like a team win.
Right.
Yeah, that was a really special moment this year for me, for sure.
Yeah, Limestone Springs is pretty nice little track to get that win on too.
Yeah, that was really good. Especially beat my score from last year by 15 shots.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Well, what are you going to do for an encore?
What I'm due for what?
For an encore this next year at the GMAC.
Next year at GMAC? Well, I'm gonna try to be 16 under. It's
There
gonna be
you go.
hard. It's gonna be tough to beat. You have
Good
to
deal.
shoot you have to shoot like 5 under every day, at least, to beat 16 under.
Yeah.
Well, when
Yeah.
you pick up 15 yards off the tee over the summer, you'll be ready.
Oh yeah, that for sure. I actually just talked with Jacob earlier today about my summer schedule with him. He listed out a pretty good lift schedule with me, and I looked at it. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I need to put in the work. I need to eat the right food. I need to get some sleep. It's gonna be a lot of discipline, a lot of work, but I'm excited to see what's gonna come out of it.
What's your summer golf tournament schedule looking like?
So right now, I've got into the Pacific Coast Am. I've got into the is it the Northeastern Am?
Yeah.
Yes, the Northeastern Am. And I also, maybe the Transmiss. I think I got into 3 of the 7 Elite Am series. I'm applying for the North and South. However, the exemption is top 300 on Wagger. I'm 350 right now. The deadline was April 30th, so I don't know if I'll get selected or exempted to play. But with regional coming up, and I don't know if by playing well in that one could give me a spot into North and South. I'm trying to play at least 4 of the 7 Elite Am series. Other than that, I'll play the U.S. Open qualifier this upcoming Monday in Houston. I'll obviously play the U.S. Am qualifier. And other than that, nothing else really. I might sign up a few more, but I have to see how the schedule is, because this year I'll be traveling by myself most likely, and I'm trying to plan out the schedule, and I don't want any schedule conflicts. So, but those are tournaments that I'm gonna play for sure.
Will
Good
you
deal.
stay here for the summer and base yourself out of here? Are you going to go back to Houston and kind of be based there?
I'll be based here most likely. I'll be practice here because over here I have the golf course, I have the gym. Back in Houston, I don't have a golf course to practice anymore because my dad doesn't play golf, and if I want to keep the membership, it's like $500 a month. Not worth it.
Yeah.
So I said no, I'm gonna cancel membership. So yeah, I'll be here over the summer. And maybe I'll visit Houston, Dallas once over the summer to see my teammates and my family.
How you guys get to play the RTJ? Obviously, you play some out at Turtle Point. What's your favorite course here in the Shoals to play?
All of them.
Good
I
answer.
had no, I mean for real, like every course is great. They are different and they're all different. Like RTJ, we have Fighting Joe, which is super long, no trees. You just got hit out there, hit good shots. For Schoolmasters, you got more trees. You have to kind of be more accurate. And for Turtle Point, it's the shortest one, but there's a lot of tee shots out there that you have to hit the right shot because there are tree troubles. And then there's a few par fives that you can go for it, but at the same time, there's a few. It's just overall, every course is different, but I really enjoy every one of them for
So,
sure.
have you played the tips at Fighting Joe from like 8100?
No, no, the longest I've ever played is like a 7,600 yards on that course.
You should step back there to the 81 and see.
Hey, when I get to 114 cruising speed on my driver this summer, I'll go try that out.
There you go.
I will try that out for sure.
I've played it once from the black tees, and
Oh, really?
yeah, you talked about you couldn't get it to the fairway into the wind in a cold day when you first got here on a couple holes.
Uh-huh.
There was so many out there that I couldn't.
I
I think nine, the par three is like 250.
It's about 230, 240, yeah.
Yeah, so it's way too long, but it was fun, And I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
very
for
I'm not
sure.
very good, and I'm an old guy, so uh, it didn't suit my eye very much.
But yeah, I think I have to hit 5-1 on that tee box
Hmm.
just to get to the green.
Yeah, there's no bailout either.
No.
Yeah, if you leave a little short, push a little right or pull a little left, you're in the water. The
Yep,
only miss you can have is long, but you can't really go long because it's not really good back there.
right.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've been there before.
Oh no, I've never been there before, but my teammates has.
Uh,
Yeah. I got one teammate who really likes that tree back there.
Bet.
we
Yeah.
won't mention any names, but mention his name.
You want me to mention his name?
Yeah.
Chase Kaiser. Chase. All right, sorry, Chase.
Um, so you're going down. When do you go down to regionals? Are you going down like 2 days ahead of time or 3 days to play a couple practice rounds?
I think we only get one practice round. The first round starts on the 12th, May 12th. So I'm gonna get out there with coach on the 10th, and the 11th will be our practice round, and then 12, 13, 14 will be the 3-round tournament. Yeah.
Excellent. Being at the regionals, it's a little different because you're really playing against a small bunch of
Conference.
individuals, right? So you have to finish what, top two to get to nationals?
Okay, so this is the how it works. So there are 13 teams and 10 individuals, a total of 75 golfers. So they're doing the team first. The top 5 teams gets into the regional. So there'll be 25 players exempted to the national. So those 25 players who made it to national by teams, they're already in. Then we got 50 players left. Out of those 50 players, you have to finish first to get into national.
Okay.
So you can finish anywhere between first place to 26th place. I mean, it just depends on how other people play. Like, let's say if I finish second overall, but there's another guy that played better than me. He did not make it through the team. he gets to go.
Yeah.
Or I could finish 26, and there are 25 guys ahead of me, but all of them got into national because of their team performance. Then I get into national. Like, this is a lot of like other factors because usually you say you have to play against yourself, but this time I feel like was just because like the way it is, you have to play. I mean, obviously you have to play good, but at the same time, it really depends on how other people play as well.
This the biggest moment in your golf career?
Yes, because this will be the most competitive tournament I ever get to play, according to Wagger. This tournament, I think it'll be anywhere between 850 to 900 power. It's like a measurement of how strong the field is.
Mhm.
The strongest tournament that I've ever played so far is the Florida State's home tournament this year, which is 440. So imagine almost double the
Yeah.
strength of this upcoming regionals. That's a big moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good test of your game, right?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited for it. Like, playing against Auburn, they play in our home tournament. Two of the players in their starting five actually played in our home tournament last year. So I'm excited to see, like, did I get closer to them or did they go super, super good? I just want to see how much more difference we got between us. I'm excited for it.
Well, that's great. Well,
Have you done any research on the course? You started looking at the flyovers or anything like that?
I had a electronic version of Yardage Book on my phone, but other than that, not really. Like, because I heard so many stories about this course, and I don't want other people's words to like kind of affect me. Because most people say, "Oh, it's a hard course, it's really tough," but I just want to get out there and see it myself and see how tough or how good of a course it is.
is it the university course?
AU Club. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I've played it.
you played
Premium
it.
on, yeah,
Well, you shoot.
72. It was a
That,
US. It was a US Mid Am qualifier.
US Mid-Am qualifier.
Mhm.
Did you must have made it. Was that 72, right?
Did not.
What? I thought the course is like because last year I played with the Auburn players.
Yeah.
They
Well.
say if you shoot 74 is a good score and your coach will let you qualify.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good golf course. The par threes are pretty tough. There's a couple of par fours that you've got to really hit uh, a good accurate drive on. So, but it's a good test. Yeah.
Sweet. I'm ready for it.
There you go.
Well,
Yeah.
we wish you a lot of luck. I mean, you're not only you're representing the current UNA golf team, you're repping all the guys that came before you.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yep.
I definitely feel it today. I was
Well, Zing.
actually I came here for like this podcast. I was doing the volunteering thing at the a fundraising tournament for all the UNA alumni. A lot of them talked about it, and they all wished me the good luck. I didn't realize, there's a lot of people that actually follow this. Like I only because they're not in school anymore, but I mean they still follow around the school. That makes me feel good. I feel it also makes me like you're not just playing for yourself. You got other people to play for too.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. And I also playing for y'all too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Zing, we appreciate your time coming on, and we wish you the best. We'll be following with anticipation, and
Sounds good.
look forward to continue to watch your career progress.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you.
The we expect nothing but fairways, greens, and one putts.
There
Fairway
you
greens and one putts
go.
Yeah.
on the par fours, right?
Yeah.
Not par threes. Par fours.
Mm-hmm.
Just
All
par
right.
fours, par fives.
Just the par fours and par five.
Right.
Sounds good. I got you.
All right, man. We appreciate your time. Great talking with you, and good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, so we want to thank Xing Luo from University of North Alabama men's golf team for joining us on this week's episode of the Cart Barn. We wish him good luck down at the Auburn Regional, where he'll be playing against some of the best college players in the country, trying to advance to the national tournament as an individual and representing the Lions.
Yeah, as a UNA golf alum, I'm especially interested in this and hoping he has a good tournament and is able to make it to the nationals as an individual. It's a tall order, but he's certainly been playing well, and I think he'll have a chance to move on to the next level.
That's a great opportunity for him. And yeah, if he could get through to the national tournament, that would be just outstanding. So we wish him
Absolutely.
good luck.
Yeah. Good luck, Zing. This next week is the week of the biggest event really that comes to the state of Alabama. It's a major on the Champions Tour. If you haven't ever attended, you need to do that. It's a fantastic event. Greg and I are going to be there on Wednesday, and we will be recording our podcast from there. So this next week, uh, we'll be doing a preview of the Regents Tradition, a major on the Champions Tour, PGA Champions Tour. So join us next week for another episode of the Cart Barn Podcast.